This is Europe in 2022. Russian tanks rolling across the borders of a sovereign neighbouring country. For months, Vladimir Putin has described the West's warnings of an invasion as hysteria. But in the early hours of the morning, he announced to the Russian people that an invasion was going ahead. Of course, he depicts these airstrikes and troop landings as peacekeeping and said Kyiv had inflicted genocide on separatists in the east of the country. The separatists Moscow has funded and armed in order to destabilise the democratically elected government. In Kyiv, those who say they've lived with a Russian invasion for 8 years, there was fear and uncertainty.
This morning we wake up very early at 5 o'clock.
Have you heard explosions?
Yes, I live. My apartment is near the Borispol, in the metro.
The airport?
Yes, and so I hear from 5 o'clock in this morning. I called my sister. She lives here in the center near the embassy. She speaks, no, it's okay. I speak, no, it's not okay.
We will stand and fight. Really don't like Russian Federation, and we hope that the world will understand it and help us.
We know that the airport's closed and everything. We just go to get our passport, at least, to have our documents prepared, and then we don't.
Yeah, we will just get together with our friends and like about 4 or 5 people, and then we will decide whether it makes sense to go to the west or it makes sense to get out of Kyiv at least.
On the whim of the Russian leader, lives in Kyiv are being turned upside down. Speak English? Where are you going? Are you going to the west?
Yes, to the west, to our relatives.
Okay, best of luck.
To the village.
This is not a testing, please.
Early this morning, journalists were hastily marshalled down to 2 levels below the ground floor in the Radisson Hotel in the capital as air raid sirens sounded overhead. There were reports that Russian troops moving down from Belarus had entered the Chernobyl nuclear exclusion zone. President Zelensky said an attempt to capture the plant itself would be a declaration of war on Europe. The Ukrainian government says its forces have been fighting back and that 5 Russian helicopters and 1 aeroplane had been shot down. The mayor of Kyiv announced a curfew beginning at 10 p.m. local time. Meanwhile, the exodus of people out of the capital towards the west continues.